It's chassis number 2. It's a CC8S. It's how the original Koenigsegg's look like. Very sleek, elegant, not a lot of aerodynamic downforce aids. It's very low drag, so it has a top speed of 380 kilometers per hour, even though it doesn't have more than 655 horsepower. Back in 2002, 655 horsepower meant that we could get the Guinness World Record at the time, so things have really moved on since then. We also got a design award for this car in 2002 from Red Dot in Germany, which was very nice for us, and it became Jeremy Clarkson's favorite car in 2002, his favorite supercar. We only produced 6 of these, and it was our first model, so they're very, very rare and really a lot of fun to drive. But here we have something incredible. Here we have the latest creation, the Koenigsegg Regera. It's got 1500 horsepower, but still, even though it's the most powerful car we ever built, it's not the most racy or sporty in a sense, even though it's very sporty. It's more of a luxury super hyper car. So very comfortable, relatively quiet, have a lot of nice features to make it easy to use and drive on a daily basis. As all Koenigsegg cars, the roof is detachable and you can put it in the front of the car. And on top of that, it has a hybrid drivetrain, but where we removed the gearbox or transmission out of the equation to make it more compact and lighter than other supercar or hypercar hybrids. So in one gear, if you say, or wish you say so, it's got no, you don't shift, it's just one gear like an electric car. You can go from 0 to 400 kilometers per hour in 19 seconds. So the acceleration is just unheard of. And it's more of an elegant, comfortable car than our more racy Regera range. So that wraps it up for the 2015 Geneva Motor Show. You have like a even RPM like this. There the clutch locks up. You felt a little, we're going to smooth that out a little bit more. So you could feel it a little, could you feel it a little?
I wasn't looking for it, so okay. I didn't feel it.
I'll show you now the kind of shift down function we managed to do, which is pretty cool. shift down when we go out on the highway. It's a clutch opening, rev opening function.
Right.
So it's like, it's pretty cool, absolutely.
It's meant to simulate a downshift.
Yeah. To get higher RPM by slipping the clutch.
Right.
Which it takes. So what does it feel like?
Feels very smooth. Very smooth.
This hydraulic coupling we have, we can open it up.
I noticed when it was about 3,500, the rev started to, the tachometer started to actually physically move out. Like the graphics.
So we have a graphical function where the more torque you apply at an RPM, the deeper the measurement. Look at it now. Look, you see how it goes deeper. You see the change color.
Yeah.
There you felt like the shift.
It's like a kick down, but it's not actually kicking down because there's only one gear.
There's no gears, so you get like a gear shift, right?
Right.
So I'll show you. This paddle is a shift down paddle. I'll show it to you. Hold on, time being. Get out on the road here. So now we're in locked coupling mode. So it's just, and then I push the paddle. You felt how it like shifted down?
Yeah.
I don't want to floor it too much, it's -6, so but you can still feel it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you have a gearbox.
Yeah.
And when you want one, but it's no gearbox.
I should probably explain to people that this is my first time in the Regera. Christian's used to driving this. This is my first time being in it, and it's every bit as amazing as what you might have thought.
You can feel the instance of the power. It's people think it might be boring with no gears, but there's just nothing boring about that, is there? I just love it. It's everything I wanted it to be.
I'm amazed at how smooth it is actually. In
combination with its aggression.
Yeah. Just in case the internet gets too excited about what they're seeing on the dashboard in this video, we should also explain this is a prototype screen. It's not the final screen, and it's not the final graphics.
Apple CarPlay, and you have like other functionalities.
Yeah, but the final graphics and everything are still to be sorted. Also on the dashboard we have a lot of data for
debugging and logging and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's on the left hand side there. Yeah. All over again. First time in it. At what, around 1/3 throttle?
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Tractable, smooth, wild.
Yeah.
At the same time.
All at the same time.
The idea of the Koenigsegg Autoskin function came about when we were developing the hydraulic systems for the rear wing, the ride height control, and the lifting system for the front end of the car. As we already had hydraulic pumps, reservoirs and a hydraulic and electronically controlled system in the car, we thought, why not use this to automate other parts of the car as well. We found very thin and lightweight hydraulic hoses that didn't take much more space than a traditional electrical cable, and very lightweight hydraulic actuators that we could integrate into the front bonnet, rear bonnet, doors, etc. This actually turned out to be a very efficient solution, as we could replace the traditional gas struts in these different elements of the car and activate them with hydraulics. It actually weighs very little. The total weight of the system is under 5 kilos, which, given the extra functionality, is a small price to pay. It's actually nice to not have to touch the outside of the car body when it's cleaned. It doesn't become dirty from your fingers or anything like that. And you don't have to stretch and reach out for the door, it just operates. Of course, we have to build in a lot of safety features to make this work and function in the real world. So the doors actually have built-in proximity sensors, both at the front and the outside. So if there is an obstacle in the way, it will just stop. It's also possible to override the force of the doors and the hoods if you stop them by hand. And there are sensors, pressure sensors in the